I'm Jennifer Crispin. This is Barrett All Arms Training and Design, and today I'm going to do a review on the Smith & Wesson 9 Shield EZ. It's supposed to be one of the top beginner pistols on the market right now, and I'm going to prove that that's actually pretty true. Today we're going to go over a little bit of the specs. I have some written down here. I had to go in and research it a little bit. Instead of a striker fire, here's your pistol actually. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that that is cleared. Drop the magazine. It is empty. Go ahead and load that back up, and as you can see, it is perfectly cleared. So we're going to go over that. This one actually has the Crimson Trace laser on that. So along with the, and we'll flip this around for you, along with the white 3-dot sights, if you can see them right there, which is perfectly lined up, and that's what it should look like when you're trying to shoot it. With the white 3-dot sights, it also has the Crimson Trace red laser. The button for that is actually right here, so when you grip it, which I actually like quite a bit, I'll show you a little bit more on this later, but I actually really like where it's at. It's kind of a higher end grip. I usually have to pay a little bit more for this, but this comes standard on the one with the Crimson Trace. It retails for right around $513, I believe, if you want to go out and purchase one of these. If you don't want the Crimson Trace on there, it's a little bit cheaper, right in the $423 range. Right now, that price will probably drop once they lose their popularity a little bit. So, Smith & Wesson has had their 380 EZ out on the market for quite some time. They just released not too long ago this one right here, and this one is in the 9mm. So I actually prefer that to the 380. But I was curious just how easy it actually was. So we're going to do a couple demonstrations. We're going to take it apart. We're going to do a field strip just to show some of the parts and how to adjust those rear sights as it is on the inside of the slide. So now going over a little bit of the specs. It is a polymer pistol. I'm going to hold it up for you so you can see it a little bit better while I'm talking about it. Just like so. So it is a polymer pistol. Barrel length is 3.67 inches. The weight is just at 23 ounces, and the overall length is 6.85 inches. So all in all, pretty small, and I'm going to actually compare this to a Glock 43, which is really popular, and pretty much everybody knows about how big that is. So I'm going to show you a couple pictures of a comparison here, because they are really a lot closer than I thought they'd be. So the overall length, 6.85 inches, like I said. Overall height, 5.05 inches. And the frame width, which you can see right here, it's actually pretty slim. It's considered a compact slim. I think it's a little bigger than a compact, but I guess it'd be compact. A little bigger than a subcompact is what I was going for. The frame is 1.0 inches, so that is the width on the frame there. It does not have a striker fire, which is a little confusing when you look at it, because automatically you would think, hey, striker fire, not hammer fire. It is actually an internal hammer-fired gun. So we're going to go over that too when we take it apart and do our field strip and look at the guts. So the internal hammer strike fire actually takes the slide, and it makes it just a little bit lighter than that striker fire would have been. So not only is it easy to operate, easy to manipulate, easy to load, as it's got this, so it kind of resembles, let's go this way, kind of resembles a Pez dispenser. If you have a lot of kids, you'll know exactly what a Pez dispenser is, but I actually really like how they made this extremely easy to load. I'll show you here real fast. I actually have these are snap caps to keep it all safe since we're in the house. But if you pull that down, depress it just a little bit, you can actually just kind of drop these in, as opposed to the old way where you had to kind of cram them down and then manipulate it and slide them back. You can still do it that way, but I don't know why you want to when you can just drop them in and you're ready to go. I actually really like that feature a whole lot. M&P is pretty big on these, where you can drop the slides or the little slider on these magazines. I have an M&P 22 and it also loads the same way, but I really like that they put this on a bigger round centerfire magazine. So we're going to go over a couple different aspects here. So just how easy is the Smith & Wesson EZ to rack the slide? I know that the 380 is extremely easy. I've tried many of those. I wish I had one today to kind of compare it to. But this one being in the 9mm, I thought it'd be a little bit stiffer just because. And if you can see, I can grab it with 2 fingers, and there's really nothing to it. A lot easier than I thought it'd be. I actually have nerve damage in this hand, so I don't have a whole lot of strength in my left hand. So that should just add that much more confidence to how easy that is to rack back. I'm going to have my son, actually. He's 7 years old, and we've been working with a lot of gun safety, so keep in mind everything is cleared, everything is checked, and he will not be using a firearm with ammunition in it. But I'm going to have him demonstrate. He's 7 years old. I'm going to have him demonstrate just how easy it is for someone with not that much, you can't hear me, but not that much hand strength to manipulate the slide on this easy. So like I was saying, everything about it is pretty easy, hence the name EZ. That's why they are calling it that. But if you can see this, it is an 8+1 capacity, which means the magazine holds 8 and you can have 1 in the chamber. So you can have a total of 9 rounds. You can take these are snap caps. If you're not familiar with snap caps, they're kind of a dummy round that will not fire. It's for practicing and for teaching people how to shoot. Being an instructor, I have quite a few on here. I suggest highly getting a couple of these just to practice your dry firing with. It'll help you know your firearm better and get a lot more comfortable with it without going and having to spend a whole lot of money out at the range. We are going to shoot this one today. I want to show you how much recoil it has. I'm kind of excited. I have not fired this pistol. This is actually not my pistol. It's on loan, and it just came in, but they agreed to let me do a review on it today. So keep in mind, Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 9 EZ. Not in that particular order. But we are going to field strip this one just a little bit, and I'm going to try and do a different video on that and then dub it in and see how that works. But I want to show you exactly how easy it is to field strip it. We'll give that a shot here. So if we show you all the safeties, you see this grip safety right here. This one does not have the thumb safety. They opted for that to not be in there. But what all you have to do is take this. You don't want to engage that grip safety when you pull it back. So I'm going to have rack it back, not engage the grip safety. I'll flip it over here so you can see. All you have to do is pull this lever down. Hard to see. Pull that lever down. I'm going to release the slide. It's a little hard to do from this side. Release that slide. I have to turn it around. I can't do it with that hand. And it should pop right off. Pull that off, and there is your slide. Now, if you turn it around, and this is the back of the slide, do you see this right here? That's actually a rear sight adjustment. And when we pull this off, your barrel pops out. We're not going to take all that out right now. But I want you to notice this. If you can see that right there. See how there's 2 flat sides and a rounded side on top and bottom? When you're going to put that back together, you want the rounded side to be sticking up. There's a little groove you have to put that into. But you want your flat sides on the side. So it looks, you can see that right here. Can you see the flat sides on that? Yeah, there you go, a little bit. So you want the flat sides on the flat side and the round sides up and down before you go ahead and put that back on. But the slide is actually pretty light. I'm actually impressed with the weight on that. And to put that down, you can see you see this right here? When you engage that safety, that comes up. This is why you don't want to hit that safety when you're putting it on and taking off your slide. That'll get in the way if it's up in the air. So you want that down, put that on everything, roll it back, put that up, flip it around so you can see it, and then we'll flatten that back out. And can't do it from that side. Let it go. And then you're all ready to go again. So to field strip, I'd say that is fairly easy, along with racking the slide. All easy things. So I'm going to have my son go ahead and show you how easy to just rack back before we head out to the range. We've gone over easy load, easy racking, and easy disassembly for cleaning. So far so good. Pretty impressed with this little pistol. Okay, as a demonstration on just how easy this is Kato, 7 years old, and he's going to show you how easy it is to rack that slide back. Go ahead, Kato. Do it again. Good job. All right, now we got Mickey. He's going to give it a shot too, just to show how easy. He's a twin and he's 7. Good job. Let's see that finger discipline. Do it again. Good job. Glock G43 comparison. Out, didn't kick back. Taking a look at the ammo we shot, we have the MagTech, and it is 9mm Luger 115 grain, full metal jacket. And then we did the Elite Performance Ammunition SIG V Crown, and go that away. And I'm trying to see what, oh, there we go. 147 grain ammunition, so it should have kicked significantly more, but there is the ammo that we shot today. Alright, as you may have noticed, I did a comparison just there on a little bit of recoil as far as the M&P 9 Shield EZ went and a Glock 43, a G43, which most people are familiar with. Wanted to talk a little bit more while I was out on the range, but as you can see, and you saw in the video, it is really windy outside, so I wasn't quite as accurate as I wanted to be, but we got the job done and we got to see a little bit about how much recoil it has. I will say that I do like this little pistol. As far as being easy to go or easy to use, fits in your hand real well. The grips are nice and grippy. They improved that on the shields. As far as the whole line of shields go, the 2.0s do have a significant amount of stippling that gives you a really firm, nice grip. As you can see, this is cleared, magazine's empty, and the G42 or Glock 42 also empty, and there's the magazine on that. But the reason I have this one, this is one of the most carry conceal or most popular carry conceal pistols out on the market, or at least it was until the Springfield Hellcat came out and the SIG P365 came out onto the market. But I just wanted to do a size comparison of these two. I actually thought the Smith & Wesson would be quite a bit bigger than it was after playing with the M&P 380 version, but it's really pretty small. I'm going to see if you can do a size comparison from the top here, if you can see the difference. Oh, there we go. Getting better with the cameras a little bit. And then from the bottom, my hand's out of the way here. And I don't want to point it at me, but I want you to see the backs there. The G42 and then the M&P. It's a little bigger, but it's not huge. I'm pretty impressed with how small they kept this pistol. You could actually conceal it fairly easily, and it wouldn't be all that bulky. Get those two in. Picture there a little bit better. But if you look at the two, this is the M&P and this is your Glock 43, but if you look at the two, they're really not that dissimilar in size. So as far as a beginner pistol for carry conceal, this is a great pistol. I don't have any complaints with it. It tears down easy. You can clean it easily. You can load it extremely easily with this little Pez dispenser, for lack of a better term. But this little lever that you can pull down and depress the spring. It makes it really easy to load. Like I said, racking it back, super simple. The laser on it, I'll talk a little bit more about that laser. Can you see this little button right here? This is the laser. You can see right there. Goes on a little bit, goes off. I haven't had this in long enough to really sight the laser in to play with it much, but Crimson Trace makes good things, and I'm pretty impressed with some of their stuff. I haven't been disappointed yet. We might go over how to sight in a laser so that it's accurate at any distance. There's a trick to it. But right now, I'm just pretty impressed with this gun overall. So would I buy this pistol? There's the one question everybody wants to ask. Would I buy this? Yes, I would. Would I buy this as a carry conceal gun for me personally? Maybe not, just because I'm partial to CZs and I have a few of my very favorites that I'm just used to and very comfortable with, and reliability I know is there. This we shot Magtech 115 grain, just plinker ammo. It shoots a little dirty, but not too bad. No hang-ups with that, not any. And then we shot SIG. I'm trying to think of what it was. SIG Performance. I can get the specs on that, and I'll throw a couple pictures up of what we shot. But no hang-ups there. Shot fairly accurate. It is shooting a little to the left right now, but with the significant wind we had today, I might play with it on a fairer day or less windy day and see just exactly how inaccurate it might be. I don't think it's too far off, really. I think most of that was me varying from the wind, and then the wind pushing a little bit, because we were at about 15 yards. So, would I buy this pistol? Yes. Is it easy? It definitely is. I highly suggest this pistol for a new or a beginner gun. Would I shoot it in competition? No, it is not a competition gun, but it's a good carry conceal gun. It seems to be reliable so far. We might play with it a little bit, shoot a couple thousand rounds through it. Like I said, this is not my gun, but I have a connection with who the gun owner is, and we'll follow it along and see if it has any hang-ups along the way and do an update maybe later on. Until then, I would buy this. Thanks again. Feel free to like, subscribe, and we'll try and do some more videos. If you have any comments, please feel free to comment below, and I'll see you on another video.